Hi, everybody. It's Christopher back. Um, I just want to say thank you to everybody that reached out after my podcast appearance with John. I really enjoyed it. And, it was great to have some kind of impact on the market. I'm here recording this on a Thursday evening, and the market's just absolutely flying. It's great to see. As promised, what do I think in the announcement? I think most of you would have heard it on the pod, but I think it's very positive overall. I think it's great to think that so much positivity's come back into the market, sentiments come back, and there's reduced payouts, which means the football index is stability is there. I think for its long term future and from a monetary point of view as well, I think it's excellent. And I think I really liked tomorrow when they're going to bring out the depth. I think that's going to be a game changer. So instead of seeing five guys, if you haven't seen it, you're going to get 12. I think it's going to make a massive difference. Let's say on Sandro over here, I'll come to it in a second. You might look at this and actually from 12 rungs, that might get you to 70p. It only needs 1,000 shares, which is nothing. Like you could easily buy that up. It's 500 quid. Which I think is going to put a lot of context into the players, how high the offers are. I think is going to make a massive difference to this whole index. And I hope that they keep this momentum going. We got the rebate next week. We got payday as well. And it doesn't look like we've had any liquidity added. And there seems to be some new users and a lot more positivity on the review. So look at great overall, guys. And obviously, as I said to you the last one, I was doing loads of IPD videos. IPD still up until the 2nd of February. So this will be the last weekend for it. But I just thought I would concentrate on 6 players that I think will do very well post announcement from the top 6. So again, they're paying out 1p on any players that don't win PB in that particular week. I think it's going to suit a lot of players with good baselines. That's where I'm targeting. As always, guys, I try to find you the best value. So there's a few gems in here. The bottom end of the market hasn't moved much at all. But one thing I would say is look at Sandro over here. Look how tight those spreads are. Honestly, it will not take very much to get him up to probably about 60, 70p before you know it. So let's get into the 6 players that I think offer massive value. So the first one for me is definitely Alexandro. First of all, can he win PB? Yeah, he's won 31% already of his return this year. Is he at good value? Well, you couldn't get him much cheaper, guys, over the last year. And now we're in a high sentiment market. Why is he so cheap? Well, you can see over here he tested positive for COVID and he's just coming back again. Pirlo's a big fan of his. He's won PB already under Pirlo against Barcelona. He won 2 PB returns last year. He can score goals. He had one of the highest baselines last year per minute played. He just needs more game time, which he's going to get now. He's 29 years of age. He's in a team that's in Europe, a team that will do pretty well. And Corrado obviously is competition, but whenever Sandro's played in the same team as Corrado, if Corrado hasn't had an assist, he's done very, very well. And now because of the top 6, if you're thinking you're getting him for about 44p, 1 penny is already 2.5% return. Could he do 4 or 5 in a season? Definitely. You've already got 11, 12% backing him. And supposing he wins another PB at 26p, you're looking at more than half the price backing him. And he's 29 years of age. For me, it's just a no-brainer. Some of the value at the bottom end now, people are really missing because the 1 penny is not going to make much of a difference to a Haaland or whatever, Sandro's not a IPD hold either. So these are players I've looked at. They're not IPD. You're not buying them for IPD. That's a bonus. Someone I really love, and people know this, is Robert Skov. He's, first of all, again, 24 years of age at Hoffenheim, who are in Europa League. Can he win PB? Yes, he has. He's won it. Is he at good value? Low as he's been for ages. You're talking about a £2 player about 7, 8 months ago before COVID. Thin walls, yeah, very, very decent walls. To be honest, which is less than 1,000 there. Very tight spread as well. People are interested in him. So stat-wise, guys, 4 goals and 7 assists last season. 3 goals and 2 assists for Denmark. So I'm buying a lot of European holds as well. He's going to be a main man for Denmark. He's going to be on set pieces. He's had a few injuries this season. He's coming back now as well. He had COVID impact. So that's the same as him and Sandro. And I'm going to look at Dybala later on as well. They've had an impact with COVID. And that's what a lot of the players, I think, they've had a limited fitness. They're coming back into their own. I honestly think he's such a bargain. He's on set pieces. He's down as a forward, guys, but he can play as a wing back. And you know how high the percentage percentages for crosses. Baseline is key. I can see when him playing, he will definitely get you a couple of IPD. And at the prices you're getting him at, like it's absolutely crazy for some of these players. Like I really can't believe the price of some of the players I'm tipping this evening. I've actually bought more. I'm not going to lie. Another fantastic player is Ramy Benassi. Amazing player. So again, are you getting him at a good price? Lowest he's been for a long, long time. Another one that's up is nearly as much as a pound. Arsenal were after him as well. That's back in March. Uh, Thinning up spreads. You're still talking about less than 1,000 to get him back up very, very quickly. Good age. Definitely good age, 25, Borussia Dortmund, definitely. He's had his injuries. He's come back into the team again. He scored in his last match. He takes penalties if Stindl isn't playing. They're in Europe as well. Um, he had 5 goals and 3 assists last season. That's right, 5 goals and 3 assists. You need a goal scoring defender now to have a chance at PB, I think. So he ticks that box. And also now, if he doesn't win that, a penny back on him at what, 40p, guys, there's your 2.5% back straight away. You don't have to recycle, you hold him forever. He's at amazing value. And even though he scored, if he had scored now, when this big peak is on and this big spike, he would have gone up about 10 pence. So the next time he scores, I could just see him just killing it, guys. I think he's an amazing player, amazing value. Um, I don't see many downsides on him for a defender. Just amazing. I suppose he scores this weekend. It's another 4p as well on the last of the old IPD. Player I've mentioned so many times. Very thin walls again on him. Nicholas Viola, 31 years of age. Are you getting him at value? You definitely are. He's been one of the lowest he's been for forever, to be honest, at 20p. Um, so why am I tipping him? Well, guys, I've tipped him for a long time. He's just back to full fitness. He had a bad injury, so I am an injury trader. He's only 31, which is not bad for a midfielder initially. He's at least 3 seasons left in him. Benevito have been playing fantastic. Inzaghi's got them definitely going to stay up. He's on set pieces. He's on penalties. He had 9 goals and 5 assists last season. And the big one for me is his PB is decent because he's got high dribbling. He nearly won PB when he came back the last day, guys, which is unreal. In his first game back, trying to get fitness. As other players tire during the season initially, I think he'll do very, very well. He's a 3-year hold. And I think he can win you PB. And if he wins a goal day, you've got your money back on him already. And you're picking him up for what? For peanuts, guys. Absolute peanuts. Like 16p. Like you can't go wrong with a player that's on set pieces. Do you know what I mean? Like the next player is another one with a very high baseline. Fabian Ruiz, mainstay for Spain as well. People miss this. He's had a goal and 2 assists in 6 games. He got 6 games in the Euro qualifiers for Spain, so he'll be at the Euros. He's 24 years of age. People again forget that. Can he win PB? He's already won PB. Is he at good value? Even with all the rises, amazing value. Real Madrid after him. That's put him off his form with Napoli being a bit all over the place. Look at those thin walls. Like when we get to 12, it could be less than 300 to get him to what, £1.10. Absolutely amazing. Um, He's had 3 goals and 6 assists last season, but his baseline is massive. If he starts rediscovering that form, if he goes to a Real Madrid, I think that he'll do so well for this top six. I really do. I personally, I'm going to try and get as much of him as I can at these prices. I think he's an absolute bargain, to be honest with you. And last player is somebody, and again, Ruiz will be at the Euros. Paulo Dybala, everybody worries about his injuries, 100%. And look, that is thick wall there, that 500. But once that's gone, I can see him shooting up. So he has at a good age. He's definitely at a good age. Are you getting him at value? You're getting him at amazing value. Amazing value. Can he win PB? Definitely can. Has he got a great baseline? 140 average without goals. He's really been affected by COVID. He had a little bit of a knock that he's come back in a couple of games. He's already had 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 5 games. He's had 11 goals and 6 assists last season. Pirlo didn't seem to rate him, but now he's coming back into the team. Lots of talk initially is that he's been affected majorly by COVID as well. I think if you go through here as well, Manchester United as well, rumours. Can you imagine they starting kicking off again? I just think, obviously, his injuries and problems, but he still gets so much returns. Like, there's so much returns in him. And look at Spurs as well. Can you imagine him going to Premiership? If he links up with Pogba again, or if Pogba comes back, who knows what's going to happen? I think For me, he's got such potential. And guys, these are for the top six. These are my top six that I think could do really, really well. I think people are sleeping on a lot of these players. I think especially at the lower end, there's still so much value. As I said, hopefully you listen to the pod. I'm very positive about the future. I think there's such potential in the index. The sentiment's coming back again. Once we get those new users in, there's going to be rockets everywhere. Wait till we see the returns of some of these players. I'd also shout out Campos as well and Zonolio when he comes back from his injury. But look, guys, Skov, for his age, Fabian Ruiz, for his age, baseline, proven PB winners as well. Sandro, proven PB winner, and Benassi for defenders. Both can score goals, both can win PB. A decent age Benassi, and 29 for Sandro, still not that bad. Viola, 31 might be an issue, but at what, 16 pence on set pieces, on penalties, and a very good team with Capri up front as well. Amazing. And the main man for me, Dybala, if he hits it, if he hits a rumour look at that. We're talking about he is a third of the price with all these rockets going all over the place. It's been so missed. Wait till you see him when he returns and he hits another 160, 170, gets into the top six a few times. Forwards, I'd say 160, 170 will get you in there. If he scores a game winning goal, he's won PB. So, guys, do your own research, but please give a like, subscribe, and share. I'm really trying to grow this channel. And I meant to say as well, probably you've seen I do a lot of share trading and stock trading. I've got a free group as well. If anybody's interested as well, please let me know. And I'll put a link in the description as well of my video if you're interested in checking out our free share trading group as well. And as always, guys, happy trading.